You have tuned in to the Temple of Boom, and I am your host, Barry Davidson, DJ, Mr. International, aka the Man of Steel. And in this segment, we are going to touch topics about music and how it has a profound effect on our lives, our daily lives, how it has made us feel, how it has made us happy, how it has made us feel sad, how it has helped us through hard times, has helped us through emotional trials, how it has helped us physically with our health, mentally, and also talk about how people have utilized their talents in music to express themselves on every platform or to achieve a goal which they have set for themselves via by way of music. And today we are going to talk to a good friend of mine and a fellow musician who goes by the name of Jomo Kinyata, who is a djembe player, actually a percussionist of all levels. And today he's going to show us his skills of playing the djembe and talk a little bit about how music has affected his life. How are you doing, Jomo?
Very good. How about you?
I'm doing great. And so, first question, how long have you been playing the djembe?
Over 20 years.
Over 20 years.
Over 20 years.
And can you recall the first time you sat down and touched the djembe and started making some sound?
Yeah, with Zach Youth. I was playing with Jamino Kura. Wajumbe. And I was playing a jum, which is the big bass drum. And I was the bass drummer. And then we had kungas. Then Zach came along and introduced us to the djembe, this drum here. And I learned it. And I got a chance to travel with him. By the way, he's the drummer that did the African drumming for Roots, the original Roots, Zach Youth and Bill Summers, and Quincy Jones. And so he shared his knowledge with us, and we became a Jamino Kura, which we performed all over the cities in some states. Not only do I play djembe, some people pronounce it jebe. I also play piano, bass, and a lot of instruments that I get my little hands on. I can learn them, and I usually can play them. How it has affected me in my life, it has kept me going. I'm not playing like I used to, or performing like I used to in my college days. I got a chance to perform with Pharaoh Sanders, Bill Summers, The Whispers, and Michael White, which I haven't heard from Michael White in a long time. The violinist, a very gifted violinist. And so black jazz, fusion, and rock and roll, and just hip hop, some hip hop. I have performed, and that's about it.
So let me ask you a question.
Yes.
So, do you get the same gratification as from playing at home or at a park or just solo by yourself as you would playing in front of a crowd?
I think playing in front of a crowd, because you send out the feed and you get feedback, and if you in tune with your instruments, the people be in tune with you, and you get this vibration. You feed off each other. That makes it enjoyable for the musician, where he can feed off the audience, and the audience feed off of him, which makes it a good show.
I give you snaps to that because being a fellow musician myself, I agree with you on the feedback that you get from the crowd and feeding the energy off of each other. You know, one gets to play and and feeds off the response of the audience, which the audience in return will give a response to the play of the musician.
It's an energy.
Yes, it's an energy. It's an exchange
Nothing
of energy.
But music is nothing but energy.
It's an exchange of energy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and do you find that music is also not just something to be played, but also it's like a language of its own?
It is. It's a language of its own. It's spiritual. It can heal. It can create wars. You could the Zulus, most the Africans would play certain rhythms to just before they go into battle. You can make children. The two lovers get together, put on Barry White, Isaac Hayes, or someone like that, whispers, and create babies, love children, if you will. Yes, music is very powerful indeed.
And do you find that music is it's universal? I think it's a universal language that is spoken amongst every human being that walks the earth.
Yes,
you cannot share the same language with somebody, but still be able to share that same emotional feeling,
that sound that they produce
at that certain point in time when music is playing.
Yes, absolutely.
And you can share.
I even dig Chinese music. Ding dong 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 ding dong. If you listen, don't be prejudiced. You'll hear you will hear the rhythms, and sometimes inner visions will come into your cranium, your brain. Mm-hmm.
And
that's how powerful music is.
I think music is also so powerful that it can be used to pass on messages. It can be used. It can be used to tell a story.
Yeah,
it can be used to tell how you're feeling at that particular moment.
Yes.
Or how you felt.
Yes.
Or what you've gone through, or what you're going through, or what you went through.
You mentioned messages. The African could play certain rhythms, and the nearby persons or Africans, they would hear it. If a person got bit by a snake, they would play a rhythm, a certain rhythm. In Senegal, they do. And they communicate like that. When somebody's coming in to their territory, they play a certain rhythm. Watch out, here he come, pretty much. And that's extended all over the world.
Thanks for that message.
Message.
And so, next question. In your life, how has music made you feel when you listen to it? When you have certain moments in time in your life, how does music?
Music have pumped me up to where I want to go to war, fighting. I used to be a bit of a pugilist. Relaxes me, has relaxed me, and does relax me, and make me feel content, make me feel be in a spiritual realm for me and for the people who I associate with. It's very therapeutical.
I find that music can be a weapon that you can use, you know, as if you were at war, and music can be used to express the feeling you're feeling as you're in the heat of battle. And then it can also express how triumphant that heat of battle can be. And then it can also bring you down to a cool reality of what just transpired and which was war. Music can be used in many different forms and it can express many different types of feelings and emotions and ranges of actions. I believe that in my life, music has always been there, and I have used music to express myself in many ways. And the first way I used music to express myself was when I first touched the kunga and the djembe. When I was a young kid and I was in a talent show, and myself and two other friends um, decided that we wanted to try our hand as musicians. And so I grabbed my stepfather's kunga drums, and I played. And that was the first time that I experienced and expressed myself musically. Second time was breakdancing, which was a very big part in my life, where I expressed myself, you know, every day via breakdancing, via breakdancing music. And so now I see myself musician as a musician and as a music composer and as a connoisseur of just good music. I love all types of music from all around the world. I listen to everything. I have no prejudice and no bias. Okay, so
You hogged all my time, man.
I'm like actually enjoying your time here. So how many bands have you played in? Or how many groups have you played in as a participant in showcasing
I
your
used to
music,
work
your
as a
talents?
side man, played for different bands. Had my own band, the Grand Prix, in my beginning stage of music. Learned my little bones and the do's and don'ts with the Grand Prix. And then I ventured out and started performing with various people when I moved to San Francisco. My horizon went broader with the different types of people, the different types of genres, music, uh, and different styles of music. So,
Okay. Um, and so next question. Now this one's a good question for you.
yeah.
So, what suggestions do you have for aspiring musicians who are maybe thinking about picking up an instrument, learning an instrument, whether it be kunga, whether it be piano, whether it be saxophone? What advice do you have for an aspiring musician, whether they're young or they're starting later on in their life?
Learn the instrument. Learn your craft. Learn your craft and stay with it. And pretty much you'll be successful. You'll be successful. What level? I don't know, but you will be. You will be playing your instrument.
And I would like to add on to that exactly like you said, learn your craft, learn your instrument, but most of all, enjoy playing your instrument.
Yeah.
Because at first, you may not sound like how you want to sound. No one does. You may get frustrated. You may think that you're not progressing,
You're
or
developing
it's taking too
like
long.
a
But
baby.
what you are doing is you're developing and you're learning. You're learning your instrument from the inside out. I'm talking about the sight, the touch, the smell of it, from from the key to the skin to the string. You want to learn that. You want to learn about that instrument so you can master that, and then you can make that thing make sounds you never thought you could believe. You never believed that you can make sounds you can make. And so, just say, stay fast, stay confident, and enjoy yourself, and then you will be successful at learning how to play your instrument. Okay, so we want to say thank you for Jomo for sharing your experiences and a little
Quite
history
welcome.
about
I
you
enjoyed it
and
horrendously.
you playing the djembe. Can you play a little something for us real quick before we go?
No, it's a little too late. I hear the Africans or the white Yuppies running around.
Okay, well maybe next time we'll get you to play a little something for us.
Absolutely.
Maybe we'll get you a film in a little drumming circle.
Okay.
Thank you, Jomo.
Wonderful.
One more time.
Yeah.
Those are hands of wisdom right there.
Hands of wisdom.
You can always tell hands of wisdom by the other side of your hand. It shows the history of how long you've been playing, what you've been playing, what you've been doing. You and that skin have a personal relationship.
Calluses.
That's right. And it tells a story. The skin will tell a story, and your hand will tell a story. And together, you will create beautiful music.
That's right.
So once again, this is Mr. International, a.k.a. the Man of Steel, here with Jomo Kenyatta. And you are here on the Temple of Boom. Thank you for tuning in. Good night. One love.
Let's play it back.